Welcome back to Vital Blueprint. After the incredible response to our deep dive into creatine, it became clear that this community is ready to move beyond basic fitness and into true metabolic mastery. Today, we are talking about a tool that I believe is the single biggest no-brainer for anyone looking to optimize their performance: MCT oil. For the last 30 days, I've been running a high-stakes personal experiment. I took MCT oil every single day to see if it could actually live up to the hype of being a metabolic shortcut for my brain and my body. Most of us, even those of us who train hard, are walking around in what I call a metabolic lock. You have the willpower and you have the muscle, but you still hit that invisible wall. Whether it's the 3 p.m. brain fog at the office or that sudden loss of explosive power halfway through your training session, that is a quiet emergency happening inside your cells. Your neurons are literally screaming for energy because they have become so dependent on sugar that they've forgotten how to access your own fat stores. I wanted to see if I could use MCTs to bypass that emergency entirely. You've heard me say it before. Your glucose tells a story, but your brain is writing the plot. If your brain is starving for fuel, the plot of your life is going to be one of fatigue, distraction, and missed goals. Today, I'm breaking down the raw data from my experiment. We are going to look at what happened to my focus, my energy levels in the gym, and my overall biological efficiency. It's time to start writing a high-performance script, one ketone at a time. So, what is MCT oil actually doing inside your biology? To understand the results of this 30-day experiment, we have to look at the science of fuel. Most fats you eat follow a long, complicated road through your digestive system. They require your gallbladder and your liver to do a lot of heavy lifting, often taking hours to be broken down into something your body can actually use for energy. But MCTs, or medium-chain triglycerides, are the exception to the rule. Specifically, we are looking at the C8 and C10 chains. These aren't just healthy fats. They are a biological fast pass for your metabolism. When you take a high-quality MCT soft gel, these fats don't wait around. They bypass the normal fat digestion process, going straight to your liver, where they are converted almost instantly into ketones. This is a massive no-brainer advantage for anyone looking to optimize their performance. Why? Because ketones are a far more efficient fuel source than glucose. On a cellular level, ketones produce significantly more energy per molecule and leave behind much less cellular exhaust in the form of oxidative stress. This means your mitochondria are running cleaner and cooler, even when you are pushing your physical limits. During my experiment, the most striking change was how MCTs allowed me to manipulate my metabolic ratio. That's the critical relationship between my blood sugar and my ketone levels. Even on days when my performance diet wasn't perfect, the daily dose of MCTs kept my brain fueled with ketones. This allowed me to finally break away from the toxic traditions of relying on sugar-loaded pre-workouts or endless cups of caffeine that only lead to a crash. I was effectively giving my mitochondria the clean, high-octane fuel they were evolved to burn. By the end of week 2, the results were undeniable. My body stopped asking for quick sugar hits because it finally had a superior energy source constantly on tap. This is how you start to dismantle the metabolic lock and provide a real-time solution to that quiet emergency in your brain. You aren't just surviving the day. You are providing your brain with the exact tools it needs to write a high-performance plot for your life. Let's talk about the actual results I felt in the gym and during my workday, because they were, quite frankly, strangely satisfying. One of the biggest hurdles for people trying to optimize their metabolism is the transition period. That gap where your body hasn't quite mastered burning its own fat yet. Normally, when you push your limits in the gym or engage in long-duration cardio, you hit a point where your glycogen stores run low and your performance drops off a cliff. But during this 30-day MCT experiment, that dip never happened. Instead of the usual peak and crash cycle of a glucose-based metabolism, I had a steady, relentless stream of energy that felt like it was coming from an entirely different engine. My workouts didn't just feel easier, they felt more focused and intentional. I found I could maintain a higher intensity for significantly longer periods without feeling that sudden metabolic panic that usually leads to quitting a set early or cutting a session short. It was as if I had unlocked a hidden fuel tank that my body could tap into at any moment. This is what happens when you provide your mitochondria with clean, burning fuel that doesn't rely on the constant ups and downs of insulin. However, the most profound shift wasn't actually in my muscles. It was in my head. We talk a lot about the quiet emergency of brain decline, but you don't have to be facing a medical crisis to feel it. You feel it every time you lose your train of thought in a meeting, or every time you struggle to stay productive after lunch. By providing my brain with a consistent supply of ketones through daily MCT oil, I felt like I was protecting my cognitive reserve in real time. Think of MCT oil as the architectural partner to your daily nutrition. While your overall food choices set the foundation, the MCTs act as the contractor that ensures the energy actually reaches the job site, your cells. It's like moving from a slow, unreliable internet connection to high-speed fiber optics for your brain. During these 30 days, my mental clarity remained sharp from the moment I woke up until I went to bed. I wasn't just avoiding the afternoon crash. I was elevating my entire baseline of what I considered normal human performance. This is the true difference between being a beginner and being someone who is truly metabolically flexible and in total control of their biology. Now, if you're ready to implement this experiment into your own vital blueprint, you need a solid protocol. You cannot simply jump into a large dose of MCT oil on day one without expecting some major pushback from your digestive system. To do this the right way, you must use a process called titration. Start very small. Perhaps just 1 or 2 C8 and C10 soft gels a day, and slowly build up your tolerance over the course of 2 weeks. You are essentially training your gut and your liver to handle this high-octane fuel source. If you go too fast, your body won't be able to absorb it all, and you'll miss out on the performance benefits. But here is the most critical, no-brainer tip that most people miss when they try to optimize their performance. You must pair your MCTs with salt and water. As your body becomes more efficient at burning fat and utilizing ketones, your kidneys will naturally begin to flush out more water and essential electrolytes. If you don't stay hydrated and replace that salt, you will feel weak, dizzy, or even experience muscle cramps, regardless of how much MCT oil you take. Salt and water are the secret foundations that make this entire journey sustainable and high-performing. It sounds simple, but it is one of the most effective ways to support your heart and your energy levels. By committing to a protocol like this, you are doing more than just taking a supplement. You are actively breaking away from the toxic traditions of modern nutrition that keep people tired and metabolically stuck. You are moving toward a life where you are no longer a victim of your blood sugar spikes. You are taking the steering wheel and deciding exactly how your body is going to perform. Stop settling for a metabolism that is stuck in a lock. Use these tools to fuel your brain, protect your heart, and rewrite your health story. In the description below, I've linked our full MCT, C8, and C10 recommendations and our performance food guides to help you move beyond the basics. Don't let your biology be the thing that holds you back from your true potential. Join our community, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep optimizing your life one ketone at a time. I've seen what 30 days of MCT oil did for my performance, and I can't wait to hear what it does for yours. Your glucose might be telling a story right now, but it's time for your brain to start writing the plot. I'll see you in the next masterclass.